In this video, we'll do a quick refresher of rational equations. Remember that a rational number is a fractional number. So we're talking about equations that have fractions in them. And recall that when you have a fraction, a over b, that b cannot be 0. This would be what we call an excluded value. So the first thing we're going to have to do on every one of these examples is find the excluded values. So when we process this, first we're going to find the least common denominator and our excluded values. Then we're going to multiply by the least common denominator, and then we'll solve. For this first example, we're not asked to solve an equation, but only asked to find these excluded values. So we look at 5x minus 3. We factor the denominator as x minus 4 and x plus 4, and we can see pretty easily that the excluded values, x cannot be 4 or negative 4. So we want to make sure we find these excluded values, because when we're finished solving our equation, we have to check and make sure that those excluded values don't cause something to be 0 in the denominator, or that one of our solutions is one of the excluded values. So let's take a look at this first example. We have 3 over x minus 2 plus 4 over x minus 3. And I'm going to factor here 2x over x minus 3 times x plus 2. So our excluded values would be values that make our denominator 0. So those are going to be 2 and 3. Our least common denominator is every factor, the most number of times it appears in a single fraction. So we can see that we have x minus 2. It's here once and it's here once. We only need it once. X minus 3 is another factor, and it also appears here once and here once. We only need it once for our least common denominator. Once we have our least common denominator, we're going to multiply this entire equation by our least common denominator. So I'm going to write that in here. So what you should notice is that when we multiply by our least common denominator, here the x minus 2's cancel, and we're left with 3 times x minus 3. When we distribute on the second one, the x minus 3's cancel, and we get 4 times x minus 2. And then here, everything will cancel, and we'll get 2x. And that's what we wanted to happen. When you multiply by the least common denominator, all of your fractions should go away. Now we just have a linear equation. 3x minus 9 plus 4x minus 8 equals 2x. Collecting like terms, we have 7x minus 17 equals 2x, or negative 17 equals negative 5x, and then dividing, we get x equals 17/5. And this is not one of our excluded values, so we are good with this solution. Let's do a couple of other examples. For this example, we don't have to factor, and I'm hoping that you can see the excluded values. The only thing that would cause one of these denominators to be 0 would be 9. If you don't see that, you can set the denominator equal to 0 and solve. And our least common denominator here is just x minus 9. So I'm going to multiply everything by x minus 9, And if it helps, you can write this negative 5 over 1. So when we distribute on the first one, nothing cancels. So we get negative 5 times x minus 9 plus the x minus 9's cancel. So we just get x, and then the x minus 9's cancel, and we get 9. So we have negative 5x plus 45 plus x equals 9 minus 4x equals negative 36. Dividing by negative 4, we get x equals 9. Now in this case, this does not check because it was our excluded value. So we have to toss this out, and there's actually no solution to this equation. All right, we've got one more. Let's take a look. I'm going to first write this x over 1, and I'm going to identify my excluded values, which, if I set that denominator equal to 0, I can see would be negative 5. So x cannot be negative 5. My least common denominator in this case is x plus 5. And if I multiply everything by x plus 5, you can see I get x times x plus 5 because nothing cancels. Here the x plus 5 cancels and we get 3x plus 5. And here the x plus 5 cancels and we get 2x. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 5 equals 2x. And I'm going to move everything over to one side and set it equal to 0. So we have 8x on this side, and we're going to subtract 2, 6x plus 5. This is a quadratic, and it factors as x plus 5 and x plus 1. So our two solutions are x equals negative 5 and x equals negative 1. And because negative 5 was an excluded value, our only solution is x equals negative 1. I'm going to add just one more example here because the question about the least common denominator comes up quite often. So let's assume we have 2 over x squared minus 9 plus 5 over x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 3 over x squared minus 9. So the first thing we would need to do here is factor our denominators. So that would give us 2 over x minus 3, x plus 3. This one is a perfect square trinomial, so it's x plus 3 times x plus 3, and then again a difference of 2 squares, x minus 3, x plus 3. So our least common denominator, remember, is each factor, the most number of times it appears in a single fraction. So we have x minus 3 here once and here once, so we're going to use it once. X plus 3 we have here once, and here twice. So I need x plus 3 and x plus 3. I need it twice because that's the most number of times it appears. Now, when we multiply by our least common denominator, I'm going to do this kind of shorthand here, you can see that this would give you 2 times x plus 3, 5 times x minus 3, and 3 times x plus 3. And I did kind of skip over, we should mark our excluded values, and they are 3 and negative 3. So solving, we get 2x plus 6 plus 5x minus 15 equals 3x plus 9. 7x minus 9 equals 3x plus 9, or 4x equals 18, and we get 9/2. Not one of our excluded values, so it should work. That concludes this video.